I'm Steven, and I've failed more than anybody you know. I have a son with Down syndrome. I have a son with autism. At 33, I became the vice president for a billion-dollar company. I made a lot of money. But at the height of my career, I became a full-blown meth addict. I lost everything. I'm homeless on the streets right now, but determined to rebuild. All I want to do is use my life to help others. This is the greatest success story of all time unfolding right here.
Today, where are we? I'm staying at my ex's house. Things are not going well. I need to get out. I'm unwelcome. I have nowhere to go. I thought for sure that I would have figured things out by now. You know, I've been there for a couple months, several months, and I thought for sure that I'd be out. I thought for sure that I would figure out, get out of this stage in life, be on to the next by now. I thought for sure. No way I thought that it was going to take this long. But a lot of things have been coming to the surface recently, and I want to talk about them as fast as I can. I was praying the other day because, see, I'm a drug addict. I once was successful. I'm a drug addict. I started doing drugs, methamphetamines, for like 5 years every single day. And I was at work. I operated it at work. I had a job. I was the VP of a large company. For, like 8 years, I was the VP. I worked for that company for like 20. And, but the last 3 I was there, I was doing methamphetamines every single day. And then I left thinking that I was going to semi-retire and do something different. And the sky was the limit. I had everything that I needed, really. Was getting divorced and sold my house, bought a bus, lost the bus, lost everything. So it's been like going on 3 years since I haven't worked, 3 or 4, I don't know. And I have no money, I have no income, and I have to figure things out. I can't just go get a job at McDonald's. I have to figure things out. And I thought for sure, and through this process, I found my way back to God. And so this has been one heck of a ride. And it actually was fun for a while, and then it wasn't fun. And I basically learned that I don't know what I want. I don't know what's good for me. All I know is when I look back at the best boss that I've ever had, it was never the one that was easy on me, that let you come in late, that was just super cool. No, that was not the best boss that I've ever had. The best boss that I've ever had is somebody who saw something in me that I didn't see in myself and pushed me to do things that were ridiculous, that I really didn't want to do. Speaking in front of thousands of people constantly, like every month. There were so many things that were uncomfortable that they made me do. And you hate them in the moment, but then when you look back on it, you're like, whoa, I accomplished things that I never would have accomplished on my own. And that is kind of how God is in our lives. That's how God is, and that's how we know that He's good. We go through these incredibly painful times, but it's for a purpose. And sometimes we can't see it, and sometimes we just refuse to see it. But hard times really build us into the people that we want to be, that we're never going to be on our own. And that's the role that God, I think, is what I'm seeing. That's the role that God plays in our life. And right now I'm going through a real bad time, a real hard time. And when you go through hard times, it's weird because it feels like you're never going to get out. It feels like it's never going to get better. But we know logically all this stuff is temporary. All this stuff is temporary. If we're seeking God and trying to do the right things, it's temporary. And bad times, they don't last forever. They just don't. So the natural response, I think, for me is just to feel like I'm never going to get out of this. I'm never going to get out of this. But that's a lie. That's a lie, and I know that's a lie. So I want to handle this in the best way possible. I want to be so grateful for these hard times. I want to learn everything I can in these hard times. And that kind of tees up what I decided to do. So I went to a Bible study. I started a Bible study at a church because I've been trying to get involved, and I've been trying to work on myself and get back in the groove of things and meet people and build connections. And I've been really, really trying. And so I started this Bible study, and we've been going through it for a couple weeks. And this week, we were talking about fasting. And so everybody's got to do fasting for 7 days. And it's not like you can do any kind of fasting that you want. A lot of people are just doing sweets or something really weak like that. But I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And so what happened last night was I saw this video that reminded me of something that I know to be true really well. Like I used to have a coach. I used to have a coach for my career that I would talk to every single day. And we would go through the chemical process and how you can teach your brain to perform better, basically. I mean, there are so many tricks, it's crazy that you can do. And so what this YouTube video did that I was watching, it was reminding me of dopamine and its role in my brain. And then it kind of made me think, I don't know why I haven't thought about this already, but drugs, especially the ones I was doing, really messes up your brain. And it really messes up the whole chemical process of it all. And so it was talking about what happens when we just keep hitting this pleasure button all the time is dopamine gets released, and it's not getting released at the proper times. And you're running out before you need it. And what happens is we start procrastinating everything. And then it gets to the point where you can't do, this is people in my situation, you can't do anything unless it's an absolute emergency. So you start procrastinating to the last minute on everything. And what you're doing is you're actually substituting dopamine for, I forget the name of it, the stress hormone. And so you have to trigger your fight or flight instinct before you can get anything done that you don't want to do, anything done that's difficult. And then there's people out there that are like, well, I work best under pressure. No, you don't. No, you're just all messed up. Your dopamine is like not being released at the proper times, and you're all out of balance, and that's what's happening. So I know this to be true. So I'm thinking about this, and you get dopamine released when you see some food that you want to eat, or coffee, caffeine. All these things trigger little dopamine releases. When you're scrolling through all these little pleasure things, when you're scrolling through social media, you're getting all these dopamine releases and you're using it up. And so what happens when you keep hitting the pleasure button is you become unable after a while to do things that are hard, do things that you need to do. And you become totally incapable of doing that. And there's varying degrees of it, but basically for me, I became totally incapable of doing anything that I really needed to do. And so all this hit me. And I'm like, dude, you know what I really need? I need a dopamine fast. And I think it was like the perfect timing. It all kind of came together, and I was kind of like, last night I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna fast. I was gonna fast food, but 7 days is a long time, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. So I got up this morning after thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fast at least 3 days. I'm gonna probably go 7. But I'm fasting for just doing water, no food, no caffeine, no social media. I've already deleted, removed the notifications for Facebook and YouTube and X and everything. Everything. Delete. So I'm removing all of that. And what happened this morning when I got up is my body started absolutely revolting. It was like revolting. I wanted my hazelnut latte that I make at home so bad. I wanted it one so freaking bad. And my whole body just started revolting. So I knew in that moment, I'm like, dude, I'm doing the right thing. So I'm going to start doing that today. And I started last night because I stopped eating last night. But I'm going to start today. So it's Thursday. It's Thursday today. And then I'm going to take a couple clips throughout the process and kind of check in to see how I'm doing. But that's what I'm doing right now. I'll check in with you later.
So it's 11 o'clock on Friday. It's been a day and a half. I feel like crap. Yesterday was the longest day ever. And today, I couldn't even get up. Like, I feel super depressed. I feel like I have no reason to live. I think it's mainly the caffeine, because not having caffeine is a killer. But I'm not watching any videos, doing any internet, no TV, nothing that might give me a dopamine rush. No food, no coffee, no social media, no YouTube. I'm not even checking my videos. Nothing. No music, nothing like that. And it's absolutely killing me. Today, my body is just an absolute revolt. It's an absolute revolt. It's giving me every reason I should stop doing this, every reason why it's a stupid idea. Right before I started recording this video, my my brain was like, dude, you're supposed to do this in secret. You're not supposed to tell anybody that you're fasting. So you already screwed it up, like royally screwed up. You should feel ashamed of yourself for doing this. So just stop. And it's like, dude, that's how it is. My body is in complete and utter revolt. It does not want me doing this. So I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm hoping that I get some control over my physical body. I need some more self-control. I need a lot more self-control. I need to renew my spirit. I need to hear from God. I need some guidance. I need to better understand purpose. I need to better understand what I'm doing right now and what the next step needs to be, and I need some clarity on that. So that's why I'm doing this, and I'm going to keep pushing forward, but it really sucks. It's Saturday, 1 o'clock, day 3. I feel like absolute garbage. I feel like I am stupid for starting this. I should have never done it. I feel farther away from God than I have in recent memory. It's having the complete opposite effect as it's supposed to, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed about everything. Like, I just feel like crap. I'm so agitated. Words cannot express how frustrated I am right now. But right before I was going to record this video, I said a quick prayer and I said, God, I want to be transparent, but I want you to speak truth through me. And no joke, immediately I kind of felt this calmness and gratitude wash over me. And the thing that came immediately to my mind was, I am so grateful that quitting methamphetamines wasn't drugs, wasn't this hard. God made it so easy on me to quit drugs, because really quitting drugs like that, it's kind of like stopping your antidepressant medicine all at once, never to take it again, and then quitting your favorite food and your favorite drink all at once, never to, like desserts and any kind of drink with sugar in it, never to do it again. That's what quitting drugs is like. And I have a
extreme appreciation right now for how easy it was for me to quit and never want to do it again. Because right now, I'm in excruciating pain trying to quit things that my body craves. Dopamine fixes from, anything and everything. Social media, scanning my phone, eating food, having anything to drink. And it's really hard. And I feel like crap. So I feel like it's having the absolute opposite impact that it should have on me. And I don't like it. But that was a pretty big revelation that I just had right now. I'm going to have to think about that and check in later.
So it's Tuesday, 9:30 in the morning, and I still haven't, eaten any food. I was gonna stop the food part of this fast after 3 days, and I got to the third day. I was like, I'm gonna do it, and it was just killing me the whole time, absolutely killing me. And then I got to the fourth day, and I ate a piece of toast with peanut butter on it, and I got done and I felt guilty. I was like, dude, I should have stuck it out a little further. So I started going again, and I went for another 2 days after that. So it's Tuesday. It's like my 6th day. So it's been 5 days. I'm on my 6th day. I'm gonna eat today, and it's been absolutely crazy hard. Although right now, it's not that hard. I feel good right now. I have a lot of clarity. I don't know what it really accomplished, but I know I feel totally different. I gotta say that. The reason why I started to do this, I know I explained this already, but I feel like I have more clarity now. It's just, I have so much to do that I have to do that I just can't. Like, I need to file 3 or 4 years of taxes, and I don't even have the paperwork to do that, and it's complicated. I have multiple LLCs, and it's like, it sucks, dude. It's like, I'm like a homeless guy, but it's like I still have rich guy problems that I have to solve as a homeless guy, and it's just really overwhelming. It's just, dude, it crushes me. So I got to do that. I got the taxes. I've got to go to court to straighten out some more stuff at court. I've got to get my crap moved out of Camelia's house. I don't have a place to put it. I've got so many issues that I can't even think of right now, but I just have a lot going on that I don't want to do. So this fast was supposed to help me, and it helped me get motivation so that I could do hard things. And because I haven't been able to do the difficult things that I needed to do because I'm too busy hitting the pleasure button still, even though I'm not doing drugs. It's with social media and YouTube, and I keep watching just YouTube constantly, and I keep drinking tons of coffee to get me moving, but it's not really working, and I feel like crap, and I don't feel like doing anything really productive. And if it doesn't give me immediate gratification, like, what was it, like microwave culture? It makes me think of that. Like, I used to hear that all the time. We have a microwave culture. We just expect everything immediately. And that's kind of it. It's like everything just turns into immediate gratification. If it doesn't give you immediate gratification, it's hard to do anything. You can't do anything else. Can't force yourself to do anything. So that's what this has really helped me. So I haven't done no coffee, any social media. I haven't even read books besides the Bible. I've kept it so boring, and I've eliminated all this out of my life, and it's been killing me. I've slept a lot. I've been bored out of my mind. I haven't been able to force myself to still do anything that I have to do. It's just completely depressing. But today I feel good, and I'm going to eat today. And one thing did happen. I did have a breakthrough. So somebody that I was doing this Bible study with, we were talking about what he did for a living, and he's an investor, and I can do that. Actually, both the people that are in my group do the same thing, and I didn't realize that until this last Wednesday. And I was thinking about it, I'm like, dude, I could totally do that because I've got some money to play around with, and I could make probably a decent amount of money, and I understand that stuff, so I could do it. And so I go to church Sunday, and I'm like wanting to find this guy. I want to find this one in particular, and it's a huge church, huge auditorium, right? And him and his wife come and sit right next to me. That's gotta be a sign. Dude, I've been looking for the same person at that church for 6 months. I haven't even been able to find him. It's a big freaking place. And this guy comes and sits right next to me on the day that I want to talk to him. So we talked about it. I got a lot of information, and we're gonna go to lunch this week. So it's not what I want to do, but it might be a stopgap to help me make some money in the process. And maybe I can teach some of you how to make some money if I figure it out too. Because based on what I have, I think I can make like $6,000 or $7,000 a week. We'll see. That's just me. That's just me talking to him, and it's not really exciting, and that's not what I want to do. But it seems to be what God's putting in front of me right now, because just several things have just put it right in my face. And it's something I've always wanted to do back before, and I just never had the time. And I'm like, why didn't I think of doing that before? Well, there's a lot of reasons. We'll get into that later. But all in all, it's been the most productive week that I've had. Ew, is that a dead animal? What the crap is that? Where is it? I can't find it. Right there. Yuck. We better end this video. I'll fill you in a little bit more later.